Titans! Bitcoin had its breakout yesterday from the symmetrical triangle consolidation pattern that we discussed last week. But why is the price trending down today? And what are we seeing on the charts that is very bullish for altcoins? Let's talk about all this and more. Kevort, hit that intro. Let's kick it off with the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Just a quick note that although the name of this index would suggest that it's generally all crypto, the gauge primarily fluctuates based on the movement of Bitcoin. Today we are at 80, which represents extreme greed, which is slightly higher than where we were at yesterday, which was 76, which also represented extreme greed. So for now, we're still hovering on the lower end of the extreme greed range. Now let's move on to your daily reminder that the Bitcoin halving is in just 10 days. Also note that the halving date is now currently estimated to be April 19th, but again, it's a moving date based on whenever the 210,000 blocks have been added to the Bitcoin blockchain. And for those of you who are new to crypto, this event marks the time in which the Bitcoin reward for the miners will get cut in half from about 6 Bitcoins to about 3 Bitcoins every time a block is successfully added to the Bitcoin blockchain. Moving on to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. Just a quick reminder that this map tracks the short and long position liquidity for Bitcoin in areas that are either light or dark yellow. The yellow areas will either be above or below the current price action, which are the short and long positions respectively. Looking at the 24-hour time frame, we're seeing a lot of liquidity building up just below 72K right now. So there's a good chance that we could see a short squeeze pushing through that area soon, since Bitcoin tends to follow the liquidity. Now let's take a quick look at the Bitcoin ETF flow table. Just a quick reminder to anyone new to this table, we're tracking how much Bitcoin the institutions such as BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK Invest, etc. are buying to back their ETFs based on the millions of dollars they are spending per day against how much Bitcoin is being sold by Grayscale in millions of dollars as folks are switching out of Grayscale Bitcoin and into the ETFs. Yesterday, April 8th, oddly enough, we had a red day on the ETF flows with very little inflow from the institutions, which was heavily offset by the $303.3 million flowing out of Grayscale. So the huge Bitcoin pump we saw yesterday appears to have come from other sources like the whales. Guys, this is your reminder that we are only 44 days away from a decision to be made by the SEC for the first Ethereum spot ETF by May 23rd. Don't sleep on Ethereum because you know what happened to Bitcoin leading up to the approval of the spot ETFs back in January. All right, now let's hit the charts. All right, looking at Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that Bitcoin has breakout yesterday from this symmetrical triangle pattern, and right now the price is sitting inside of this 69.7K to 71.3K zone. But at the same time, we are maintaining support on top of the symmetrical triangle. So putting this all together, the current price action we are seeing appears to just be a healthy retest of the breakout. And if that's the case, we should continue to see the price climb towards the 85.5K target. But let's zoom in now to focus on what's actually happening in this retest area right now. Zooming in now on the 1-hour time frame for Bitcoin, we can see the current price action appears to be forming a bull flag pattern, which has a high probability of breaking out towards the upside. But there is a chance that this could potentially turn into another consolidation pattern, just like the symmetrical triangle pattern we came out of below. However, we did see some strong liquidity building up just below 72K on the liquidation heat map earlier. So if we do see a short squeeze there, it would serve as a good catalyst for breaking out towards the upside here. And for those of you who are into altcoins, let's take a quick look at the total 3 chart on the daily time frame. This chart shows the total market cap for just altcoins, which excludes Bitcoin and Ethereum. The current candles here are forming an ascending triangle pattern, which is a bullish continuation pattern. So if this pattern continues to play out, then I would expect further movement towards the upside, which means that we would see a surge in the altcoin pumps coming soon. Titans, we are your one-stop source for guiding you through this Bitcoin bull run. Please join us as we continue to provide the latest market and technical analysis that are going to give you that edge.